Matt Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Thanks for being here with us. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. How about this? A little bit of good news, at least for Texans. Governor Abbott apparently came to his senses recently and then made a statement about it yesterday. Here's what he had to say.
So today, I'm issuing a new executive order that rescinds most of the earlier executive orders. Effective next Wednesday, all businesses of any type are allowed to open 100%.
Yeah!
That includes any type of entity in Texas. Also, I am ending the statewide mask mandate.
There it is. So we're opening everything 100%, all businesses, and I assume that means he said all entities, so churches as well, can now have full congregation.
Why do we have to wait 8 days?
I don't know. That's strange. That's weird.
Mississippi did it instantly yesterday. Does it take
Did they do it
8
too?
days to flip the Texas freedom switch? I don't understand that, but it's about
at least
time.
he did it. At least he flipped the switch, or he's going to flip the switch. Or is it a good thing?
So I want to make something really very clear.
Let's not forget
this is not a time to relax.
No, it's not.
Oh, no.
We must keep washing our hands, stay socially distanced,
Hands.
and for God's sake,
Yeah.
wear a mask.
Wow, yeah. See, wear a mask. In Texas, apparently, we won't have to do that. Although, what I'm guessing is most private businesses will still ask you to wear a mask or tell you that you can't come in unless you're masked up. Don't you suppose?
That's their choice, right?
Yeah.
I guess if that's what you want to do,
I
then
think that's probably what they'll do.
that will be...
Then you'll lose some business or you won't.
Yeah.
It'll be, whichever.
And that's all we've asked this whole time is freedom of choice, whether you're a private business or
Wait, did you
private
use the word
individual.
that's not even contained in the Constitution, Your Honor?
It's right there in the First Amendment.
Oh, you got to dig deep. All the way to the
deep dive.
First Amendment.
I don't know why Greg Abbott is changing his mind all of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I don't know if it was...
yes, the numbers are going down, but they're not gone.
Sure. But either it's the results of the CPAC poll and these pro-freedom governors like DeSantis and Noem
Could be.
who are becoming superstars in the party.
Right.
Or it could be this is our gift to make up for having no electricity or water and from the ERCOT disaster a couple weeks ago. Whatever the reason, it's about time.
Yeah, it could be that he's just gotten so much flack and he's realizing that people are pissed off at him and that some people are just plain done with him. I mean, he has lost a lot of goodwill over the last year. A lot.
The fair weather governor.
Yeah, and a lot of people I don't think they're not going to, just because of this, ignore the last year and forget all about it and then start to love him again. So I think it's a little late. Had he done this a year ago, would have been better.
Yeah, Blaze TV's Chad Prather running for governor of Texas, by the way. So that'll be fun to watch that campaign unfold.
Yes, it will. We'll see. What is that, 2022 when that happens? Also, Pat had sent this over to us. It is a Dr. Seuss poem.
Yeah,
now,
okay.
Dr. Seuss is so politically incorrect and racist that I hesitate to read it.
Wow, so this is like a long lost, like a B-side Dr. Seuss book?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's one that just came out about masks. I will not wear it on my face. I will not wear it any place. I will not wear it to get in. I will not wear it on my chin. I will not wear it on my ear. I will not wear it out of fear. I will not wear your stupid mask. I will not wear it. Do not ask. That's awesome.
That's epic.
That's fantastic. I like that. Appreciate you sending that to us. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Now, the president has also said that there's going to be a vaccine available you get a shot for every American adult. everybody who wants a vaccine is going to get a vaccine by the end of May. Yay!
Yay and stuff.
Where's my prom dress? I got to get it ready for the big vaccine day, like the woman did the other day, where she wore a prom dress to the vaccination, and then she acted as if she was, I don't know, at the Oscars or something. So we're all going to have a chance to do that by the end of May. The estimate is a significant speeding up of expectations for manufacture and delivery of the vaccine. Previously, the Biden administration set a goal of vaccinating 100 million Americans in the first 100 days, which was a pace that Donald Trump had set. Critics noted that the modest goal would be, it's the same pace as last time, as the last president. Now he says we're now on track to have enough vaccine supply for every adult in America by the end of May. Let me say that again. When we came into office, the prior administration had not contracted for not nearly enough vaccines to cover adults in America. We rectified that. And of course, it's not true. I mean, they act like nobody had been vaccinated before they got into office.
Well, that's what Biden said. He said there wasn't a vaccine before we got into office. Bro, you got 2 doses yourself before you assumed office. Oh, my.
Yeah,
He's not.
He's such a liar.
He's not good.
Such a stinking liar. And so is his press secretary, Jen Psaki.
Oh, she's good, right?
Oh, good.
Every day.
She's great.
Oh, little Tony the Tiger drop.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. You never know what you're going to get on Pat Gray Unleashed.
Right? Right. I mean, you're not going to get that on Levin's show today.
No.
I bet.
No, you're not.
You're not going to get it with Levin.
That was my favorite cereal growing up, by the way.
Levin?
Yeah. Yeah.
Levin cereal?
Levin Flakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love Frosted Flakes.
Right?
They are great.
They are so... What
There's
are
no
they?
doubt about
I'm sorry,
it.
what are
They're
they?
Great.
Yeah. Now, hold on. I've had a debate recently with Eric July, also of the Blaze here. Frosted Flakes or Fruity Pebbles? I mean, that's impossible.
Tough.
That's like...
Now you add marshmallow to the Fruity Pebbles, which they've also done because this is such a great freaking country.
That's not playing fair, though.
Yeah, I mean, then it's I got to go with the marshmallow Fruity Pebbles.
Oh,
I do.
Okay, but without the marshmallows, you're sticking with your Frosted Flakes.
I'm probably
Stand
hanging
by.
with the Frosted Flakes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Plus, I think the Frosted Flakes are a little bit healthier for you.
You think, followed by a sniff. I don't know that I'm going to take that assessment to the bank.
Yeah, I don't know if I...
We should look up... We're going to do this.
Consult the side of the box and let's see. Sometimes the cereals you expect to have the most don't, and then some that you don't think have any sugar in them
is so
have
true.
A lot. It's very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, here's Jen Psaki. Jen Psaki's been asked a couple of tough questions lately. She was asked about Vice President Kamala Harris's silence on the Governor Andrew Cuomo stuff because, I mean, Harris was so animated when it was Donald Trump who was potentially, harassing women. But have you heard anything from her about this on the Cuomo thing? So Psaki answered that question.
About Governor Andrew Cuomo, Vice President Kamala Harris was one of the most vocal critics of Justice Brett Kavanaugh, of Senator Al Franken. When they faced similar allegations, she said repeatedly, "I believe them, the women." But she hasn't said anything about the 3 women who are accusing Governor Andrew Cuomo. And now this third accuser, Anna Rush, she actually worked for the Biden-Harris campaign. So at what point is the first female vice president going to say something about this?
Good question.
I know that's
really
how
the
vice president continues to feel, and the benefit of doing a briefing
She
every
hasn't
day
said
is that I
anything
can
about
certainly
it.
speak on behalf of the president and the vice president. And so let me reiterate that they both believe that every woman coming forward should be heard, should be treated with dignity and treated with respect.
Wait, pause it.
As you all know, the New York
changed a
Attorney
little
General...
bit, hasn't it? Every woman should be heard.
Heard.
Nobody said they shouldn't be heard. Nobody said that. But the thing was, prior to this, every woman should be believed.
Yes.
Well, no, not without due process. They should be taken seriously. They should be heard. But they shouldn't necessarily be instantly believed. Huh. Isn't it interesting now that due process does mean something to them?
And I will say that how pathetic. She has to read that from her little circle back
really
book.
Pathetic.
She has to read this response.
Let's see the rest.
Heard, should be treated with dignity and treated with respect. As you all know, the New York Attorney General will oversee an independent investigation with subpoena power, and the governor's office said he will fully cooperate, and we certainly support that moving
of course
forward.
He will.
But as you know, it's one thing to hear it from you, and it's appreciated, but it's another thing to hear it from the vice president or the president himself. And we expect to hear from either of them on this topic anytime soon.
Well, again, I'm speaking on their behalf. That's how they feel. They're personally both view this as a situation where all of the women coming forward should be treated with dignity and respect and should have their voices heard. And that's the representation of their points of view.
Okay, next question.
Okay. That's fascinating. Neither one of them can say anything about it because it's a Democrat, and they're not going to. Plus, Biden's got the added incentive not to speak out because somebody will inevitably, even if it has to be somebody from Fox or OAN, somebody will inevitably ask about Tara Reade. Hey, what does Biden think? Given the fact that Tara Reade accused him of pushing her up against the wall and then reaching up under her skirt, what does the president think about Cuomo's deal? Is he proud of him? Because he's joining the boys' club that all you Democrats do that kind of thing? Nobody will ask him that.
No.
But it would be nice.
Jen, let's circle back to Tara Reade. Why don't we?
Yeah, could we please? Nobody even mentions Tara Reade's name. She doesn't even come up in polite conversation. And when she does, they completely dismiss her out of hand. For some reason, that woman is not heard. She can't be treated with dignity and respect. But we'll see. We'll see about these other women. How many do you think we're going to wind up with here? Because it's got to be more. If it's 3 and they're real, there's 30 or 300 because he does it all the time. And he's done it his whole life. I mean, it's not like this is a new thing for Andrew Cuomo. He's had this attitude about being able to do whatever he wants his entire life. Anyway, Psaki was also asked about Cuomo and the nursing home deaths.
As you know, Governor Cuomo is also facing questions over the nursing home situation and COVID. He's currently chair of the NGA. He came up here to the White House in that capacity to discuss COVID with the president. His top aide, Melissa DeRosa, who's been pretty embroiled in this nursing home situation, was also advising the administration on COVID response during the transition. Does the president believe he should step aside from the NGA, and are you still, seeking advice from his administration on COVID?
Well, that's a decision for the NGA, not a decision for the president or the White House. But I would say that New York, as you know, continues to be one of the hardest hit states by the COVID pandemic. It is one of the hardest hit states by the resulting economic downturn. And of course, we're going to continue to work with officials in that state to help the people of New York, help get the pandemic under control, and help get people back to work.
In other words, I'm not answering your question. I'm just making up my own answers as I go along here, as I do every single day. So, just complete nonsense. That's all.
I appreciate the press asking a question about nursing home deaths, but it took the sex scandal stuff to get them to care.
That's right.
I mean, let's not forget the thousands of elderly who were sent to their deaths by this governor, and nobody cared until there were sex harassment claims.
We couldn't even get anybody to even talk about it, except us. I mean, we mentioned it, and nobody in the mainstream media was the least bit interested.
It was Janice Dean crying in the forest, and nobody cared.
Now, I've heard somewhere that Janice Dean might be interviewed somewhere this week.
That's right. If you go to atthemikeshow.com, it drops tomorrow night, Thursday night.
Very hip.
Yeah, you like that?
Very hip.
That is hip, right? You
it
can
drops
download
tomorrow
it.
night.
And she addresses this because her in-laws were sent to their death by this
they
governor.
did die?
Yes, they did.
Oh, jeez.
And she talks about that.
She's probably quite passionate on that topic.
Absolutely, she is. And a lot of folks are trying to get her to run for governor, and she talks about that. So, yes, sir.
Anxious to hear her response on that. I'm sure she was kind of coy about it. Well, we'll have to find out, I guess. when it drops tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night at themikeshow.com.
Good morning, everybody. All right, let me tell you about Omega XL. Omega XL is something that fights inflammation, pain that you get from inflammation. When things flare up in your body, you need something like these omega fatty acids to go and rush to that area and just calm it down. And once the inflammation is calmed down, then the pain goes away. So this is so much better than going to the doctor and getting steroids or some other kind of drug that's going to break down other parts of your body. This is all natural. It's not a drug. It's not something you get addicted to, and it's not something that breaks down your body. Plus, these are tiny little gel caps that are super easy to take, and it's backed by 35 years of clinical research. What more do you want? You could really get your life back if your pain is, something that you think about all the time or wakes you up in the middle of the night or hampers what you do during the day. Give this a try. It could really be a life changer for you. And to get you started on the process, when you order one bottle of Omega XL, you'll get a second one for free. Visit omegaxl.com/Pat. That's omegaxl.com/Pat. Buy one, get one free. Or you can call 800-844-4888.
Pat Gray.
That's me. Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know what her point was, just speaking my name like that, but I guess this is where I start talking again.
Startled you, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
I really don't know what that signals, so I'm just going to leave it to you.
Okay.
I mean, your name is on the wall behind you, so I'm going to assume that this is...
I know, I was wondering about that too.
Again,
Does everybody put up the name in their basement on the wall and
have
people just say their name over a music bed?
I don't want to out myself, but my name may or may not be painted at random walls
all over
around
your walls?
my house.
Okay.
Yeah, my kids are forced to repeat my name every day. Yes,
such stupidity.
Yeah. By the way, happy Pat Gray New Year.
Shut up!
Okay. Had to do that for the Pat heads who are celebrating as we speak on Twitter.
That was a year and a half ago, and it was a one-time statement. It didn't need to last a year and a half. All right, 888-900-3393. As long as we're on the subject of Jen Psaki, White House press secretary, here she is talking about one of the... now, this was still when Neera Tanden was being considered as OMB.
They pulled them.
Her name's actually been pulled now. Here's what she had to say about Neera Tanden yesterday.
Great. I have a question to start off with about Neera Tanden. So when she tweeted that, quote, a vampire has more heart than Ted Cruz, when she compared Senator McConnell to Voldemort, and when she called Senator Collins, quote, the worst, did those comments meet the president's standard of treating everyone with dignity and respect?
And of course,
first I'll note that when
pause it for a second.
Neera Tanden...
Again, what's going on this week?
Scattered showers of journalism?
Yeah, what is happening? She's actually getting some tough questions.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great.
And here's what was so great about that is the journalist was able to work in 3 of those tweet put downs in one question.
I love it.
Cruz, McConnell, and Collins.
Cruz has the heart of a vampire.
Right.
The other one was...
McConnell is Voldemort.
McConnell is Voldemort. And then
Collins,
the third thing...
is just, what did she say? Just bad or whatever?
He's terrible. The worst.
She's the worst.
The worst. And so, does that fit into the kinder, gentler? And of course, the answer is no.
That's awesome.
Here's her response.
And respect.
Well, first I'll note that when Neera Tanden testified just a few weeks ago, she apologized for her past comments.
We don't care about that.
And that she
Nobody
would be
cares.
joining an administration, whereas we've noted in here, there's an expectation of a high bar of civility
and
engagement, whether that's on social media or in person. And we certainly expect she would meet that bar.
Did the president and the transition team underestimate how much of a problem her tweets would become?
The president nominated Neera Tanden because she is qualified, because she's experienced, because she has a record of working with people who agree with her and disagree with her, and she has decades of experience, and plus she has lived experience of her own, having benefited from a number of the programs that she would oversee as a daughter of a single parent and somebody who benefited from food stamps at certain points in time. She would bring a new perspective
that's a definite
to the
plus
role.
right there.
That's why he nominated her to the job, and why we're continuing to fight
How
for
weird
her confirmation.
is that? We wanted somebody who's been on welfare, and so she has. So it's really important to have gotten somebody who's been on food stamps.
She had a single parent.
She had a single parent. She's been on food stamps.
I'm going to play this sympathy card and hope it works. Our 11th hour attempt here.
How bizarre is that? Wow. I mean, start to finish, that's just weird. Weird that she was asked the question in the first place. Her answer is bizarre. And the fact that they then, later on, just pulled the nomination. What's-her-face actually did write a letter and say, withdraw because I don't want to be a distraction. But they accepted that. They're like, okay, thank you. So they asked her to.
Sure.
They said, hey, Neera, this is not going to work. Look, we can't get away with this.
Neera, we appreciate that your sentiment is the same of every Democrat here in Washington toward our Republican colleagues.
Right.
But since you set them on your timeline.
Sure. Can't get past it. Sorry. You know what? This cancel culture has gotten so out of control and blown out of proportion that we can't even protect our own now anymore. So we're going to just have to jettison you. You're just, I'm sorry. Was it Zuckerberg or who was it that said a few years ago? Or was it the guy from Google who said you're going to have to change your name? Our kids are going to have to change their names, otherwise they won't get jobs. Why? Because of the things they've tweeted. The things they put on Instagram or Snapchat. And is that coming to fruition long before you thought? Oh, yeah. I mean, we're in that world right now. We are in that world.
Keep your kids off social media.
For sure.
As long as possible.
Forever, if possible.
Well, I mean, until they get out on their own. If they want to as adults, fine. But
right, but they got to know how dangerous this is, how detrimental to their future it is to tweet anything. Because you don't know what's going to be unacceptable and inappropriate in the future. It's just best to just stay off
That's a great
of it.
point. You have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, saying hello to somebody might turn out, maybe that person that you said hello to grows up to be a serial killer. And now, hey, they had a communication with a serial killer.
Oh, snap.
We're not hiring anybody who communicates and talks nicely to serial killers. Look they're excusing serial killers.
I mean, I think in the future, that's probably going to be okay to be a serial killer. I think I was going along more the lines of me quoting the Founding Fathers on Twitter.
That will be worse.
That's going to get me hung right there in the town square.
Isn't that the truth? You'd have a better shot being kind to a serial killer than praising the Founding Fathers.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I tweeted out something the other day like, what have you done to make George Mason proud today? Well, that'll come back to haunt me.
Oh, yeah, you're done.
I've quoted Thomas Jefferson, so obviously I endorse slaveholding.
Obviously.
Obviously. It doesn't, I mean, there's no win. You literally cannot open your mouth in this society.
I'm serious when I say you really should counsel your kids to stay off Twitter.
Absolutely.
Just stay off.
Nothing.
You don't know what's going to come back and bite them in the future. Could be something completely innocuous. Look how many innocuous things have been said, or things in jest.
Yeah.
Things you're just joking about, and you're joking with your friends, and everybody understands we're just friends and we do this. Nope.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
I mean,
not when we're eavesdropping on everything you're saying to your friends.
It's just another day of the week. We've got more ridiculousness in the pile today of the world gone mad. So
yeah,
every day there's another example, and it's something that is less believable than the day before.
No question. Well, there's no way we could have foreseen this kind of nonsense just a few years ago. I mean, you talk about 10 years ago. I'm talking 2 years ago.
I'm talking two months ago.
That's true.
I'm talking less than a year ago. Yeah. We were sitting here, and what has happened in the year since? And I'm not talking about just COVID and lockdowns and mandates and losing our freedoms. I'm talking about cancel culture. I'm talking about women athletics being infiltrated by dudes. I'm talking about every possible thing in just the past 365 days. You can go back. I used to print up before Drudge lost his mind. And Glenn mocked me for this. I remember one time. I used to print up on the first of every month because he has an archive on his page.
Right.
Print up the headline, just the front page every day, the first of every month. And I did this for 15 years or whatever it was.
Wow.
So I had 12 times 15, whatever. And just to watch the headlines over time. And that was before we got into insane overdrive time now. Oh, boy, what a world. And how quickly has it changed?
Well, it's so bad that a high school principal is now suing his school district because he was suspended from his position. But listen to what he did. Get this. Here's how dangerous this man is. He urged students to be wary of constraints on freedom of speech and thought. I'm sorry, there's just no place for that in American society today. He urged them to be wary of constraints on freedom of speech and thought. He even dared mention big tech censorship. Listen to this. He was put on leave because he warned the kids about big tech companies that filter and decide what you can hear and know about. I mean, this guy sounds a little bit like one of those old white guys from the late 1700s you were just talking about. We just can't have a person like that near our children today. Am I right? This guy is a danger to himself and others, and so he was suspended. Well, he's suing the school district. Thank goodness. He said, think about totalitarian governments. Think about North Korea. Think about China. What makes those types of systems possible is the restriction and the elimination of the free exchange of ideas. And America, and in democracies, which we're not, we talk about the marketplace of ideas. Well, what happens when the marketplace of ideas becomes a forced monopoly? I mean, he's getting these kids to think about freedom and how you maintain that freedom. And he's suspended from his job because of it. That is absolutely crazy.
This world has...
It's crazy.
Bye-bye, world. It's insane.
Yeah. Again, could you ever imagine a principal being suspended from his job because he does a speech to the kids in school about how to maintain their freedom of speech and thought and how great that freedom is and what causes that freedom to be lost? Sorry, you can't be near our kids now because of that. Wow. Amazing.
Truly.
All right, let me tell you about Scoremaster. What's your credit score? Do you know? Most of us think anything above a 700 score is good and below 700 is bad, but that's not necessarily the case. It's National Credit Awareness Month, and Scoremaster, the new science and credit scores, is inviting listeners, regardless of your credit score, to experience how quickly and easily you can add the plus points you need to your credit score. How many points? Well, that's interesting because the average Scoremaster user adds 61 points to their score, but in 20 days or less. A lot of people do it in just a few days. Imagine what 61 points added to your credit score can do. I mean, it can be the difference between being able to afford a loan, paying it back, and not, or being approved for a loan and not. Sometimes they even look at your credit score when determining whether or not you're going to be hired for a job. Which I don't know what the correlation is necessarily. I guess you can't be trusted if you have a low credit score. I don't know. You can save a fortune, though, when you're buying a car or financing a home or buying anything on credit. Scoremaster puts you in control of your credit and your finances. It's National Credit Awareness Month, so sign up in 1 minute and see how many plus points you can add. With Scoremaster, you control your credit score. It's awesome. Visit scoremaster.com/Pat. Scoremaster.com/Pat. We're going to be chewing the fat with Jeffy next. Yeah. Welcome. 888-933-93. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Look. It's time for chewing the fat with Jeffy.
This is.
Well, wait for your
so
intro,
good.
dude. Don't
It's
interrupt
so
your
good.
intro song.
Sorry.
Better. Oh no.
Here comes a real high note. They really nail it. They're about to really nail it. Hold it. Hold it. Sustain. Nicely done, kids. Nicely done.
Right? I mean, that takes some practice.
Yeah. You don't just blow that note all the time.
You do not.
You don't.
No, you're not getting that
So.
from the kids that are zipped up in their little band tents.
No, you're not.
That's not happening.
Nope.
So entertainment-themed chewing today. How about those Golden Globes, huh?
How about
those Golden Globes?
I knew they'd be the lowest rated of all time.
Only 6.9 million people.
You know what it was? You know what it was just last year that were also the lowest rated? 18.
Yeah, almost 18.5
million.
million. And they were struggling with that.
18 million to 6.4 million.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Two-thirds of their audience. Even I can do that.
Yes.
Goodbye, have a nice day.
It was a
NBC only
64%
paid,
drop.
Listen, NBC only paid about $60 million a show for that.
Oh, okay. That's not
So don't worry
bad.
about it. Yeah, it's not bad. I think that's what it was reported, because before they signed the new deal 2 or 3 years ago, they were paying like $20 million a year or something like that for it, and it was reported that they paid $60 million.
Why would you buy any of these award shows anymore? They all suck. Nobody cares anymore.
Plus,
even when Hollywood takes the night off of raping each other to celebrate each other,
right?
We still don't care. We don't want it. I don't want to hear it.
Plus, this one, I mean, NBC paid all this money, and it was technical difficulties, and it was bad shots from people's homes, and they tried to pretend like it was, we were socially distanced. I mean, the Faye and Polar were, on separate coasts, but every actor that posted their stuff on social media had 4 or 5 people at their homes for makeup and lighting and cameras. Nobody was socially distanced. Stop it.
Yeah.
It was just crazy. Plus, I mean, it was congratulations to Barat and
I can't believe
his
that guy.
great double winning at the awards. It was great. Right?
And by the way, it was proven out that he just railroaded Rudy Giuliani. I'm not a big fan of Rudy, but but
we saw
got
the footage.
Shafted in that thing.
And of course they keep milking it.
Right. Even though when it came out, it was clear that he didn't do anything wrong.
I'd like to call out Giuliani the comedy genius of Rudy Giuliani. Okay,
Shut up.
Shut up. And Mark Ruffalo, who won
I bet that was bad.
For his role
I did not
in
hear
I
what he
Know
said.
This Much Is True. His show, I Know This Much Is True, which is great about the twins and the struggle with PTSD. And you get an opportunity,
don't watch
catch it. But he had this to say in his acceptance speech.
We have a dying mother, just like the mother in our story. She's Mother Earth. And we must find a balance with her and honor her. And she'll heal too. So let's be courageous together, guys. And let's turn the page on the cruel past of this nation. The good news is inclusion and justice and care for Mother Earth is breaking out everywhere. The godly light of decency is breaking through the hideous dark storm we've been living through.
Who's the woman?
I guess
I'll
that's the
pause
wife.
it for a
I
second.
guess that's the wife.
Whose wife? His?
His, yeah.
It's his wife?
I think so, yeah.
She looks disgusted with what he's saying.
She's there.
Like, what are you talking about?
The kids show up at when he's getting the award and stuff.
Look at the
there.
look on her face is like, what the hell are you
I don't know. I
talking
think
about?
she's crying. I think she?
Is she?
Yeah, I think so.
She's
Because
crying
they
about
got to be
Mother
on the
Earth?
same page.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to be on the
You
same
would think.
page.
You should memorize this. I mean, he's just looking down,
'cause
reading it.
He's reading off the sheet, and she's trying to keep him, focused on the pages. I don't think she's upset. I think she's about in tears.
Was that Jeffy? Was that their internet connection going out?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
we don't have to play the rest of it. It's only. I mean, it's
That's
agonizing. The whole
agonizing.
thing is agonizing.
No wonder these
I
butt
know.
hooks, these total and complete butt hooks.
There it is. Bring it back, man.
Continue. Thank you. It's been a while, hasn't it? For butt
It
hook?
has.
You need to
It's been
mix
too
that
long.
in more often.
It's been too long
We've
for the
missed-
word butt hook.
The butt hooks used to be hanging up out here in the hallway, so
Right.
I got a memory of
And
them
you
every
would
so
you would
often.
hang your coat up on the butt hooks.
So these butt hooks in Hollywood continue to do this.
I know.
And people continue to reject it. And they still don't get the hint. Look, we don't want to hear what you have to say. Don't you see how disinterested we are in your opinion?
But we care about Mother Earth. So,
man,
it all comes together. Now I have a question for you. One last couple more shots from the awesome Golden Globes from Sunday night.
Awesome.
I want to know if you know who this is or not. Now I'll give you a couple of hints. All right, it's not Jimmy Page, it's not Liberace, and it's not Wayne Newton. But do you know who this person is? Just take a shot.
Okay, so it's somebody from music.
Is it?
Right?
Is it?
No, is that? I mean, that was a question.
Not.
It is not
That's
someone
Al
from
Pacino.
music.
I almost.
No, it isn't. That's not Al Pacino.
That's Al Pacino. Yes,
no,
it
it
is.
isn't.
Yes, it is.
No,
That's
it
Al
isn't.
Pacino.
That
And
is, yes.
The other picture is Al Pacino from the Golden Globes, too.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, hashtag bad plastic surgery was a little bit quick trending on Sunday night.
Wow.
I know.
How many cuts to clown face for him?
I know. He's almost there. And he's got enough money not to get it, too.
He's also, what, 80?
I mean, he's been nominated like 20 times and won 4 times. I mean, the guy, he was up for Hunters, which is pretty good. It was all right. It was fun to watch. And it looked like that he had fallen asleep in the open of the Golden Globes. They've got all the stars up on the TV cameras. And I was like,
oh, yeah, he is. Look at that.
Hey, show started. Show started.
Well, yeah, he is.
Started.
Let's see, he was born in 1940. He's 81, or is going to be 81 this year. Yeah, on April 25th, he's 81 years old.
I mean,
he's 80. I hit the nail on the barrelhead right there. All right, so no wonder.
Great.
I mean, for 80 though, that
looks
pretty good.
Oh yeah, and he
just looks different. You know, you can tell something. It's the lighting. Plus, the goatee's not there, which makes it more difficult to recognize it.
Yes.
And then the plastic surgery, of
course. Yeah, the Botox shots haven't helped much. Alec Baldwin, you know him, you love him.
No.
Appears to be off his meds again.
Oh, no.
His wife posted an Instagram pic of her with the kids. And all of a sudden, there's a new baby in the pic. Not only the newest baby that she had back in September, but there's another baby in her lap. And everybody's like, hey, where did that kid come from? But she's got all her comments turned off on all her posts on Instagram. You know, she's been under fire for her cultural appropriation for the past few months, you know, Miss Spanish culture and changing her name. And she's from Spain, but she was born in Boston. Everybody's been beating up on her, Miss Yoga instructor. And she's been, so she turned off all her comments. So people turned to Alec's account to comment on this picture, because she has since posted a picture of the new baby saying that they're all in love and they couldn't be happier, and you know they love their new baby Lucia, but we don't know where she came from. And everybody, my favorite post to Alec was, who's the mother? She wasn't pregnant. She gave birth 6 months ago. If it was a surrogate, just say that. If the baby was adopted, just say that. If the baby was a product of an affair and you've decided to raise it with your wife, just say that. If you don't want to say anything, then why don't you both stop constantly posting and begging for clickbait? Just raise your 100 children in private. Alec replied. He couldn't help himself. He replied. Wow. You should shut the F up and mind your own business.
Something's there.
I know.
Something's there. No, but I think Pat can relate.
Funny.
Pat, you can relate to this because you used to tell me you would go home from work at the end of doing a radio show in Houston.
And sometimes
back in the
I'd
day.
have another baby.
Right. You would you guys would rearrange the furniture.
Right.
And be like, oh my God.
Oh, golly, are you pregnant again? Yeah. I'd go to work and come home and find more babies. It was crazy. So I can relate.
Here?
I can relate to it.
Stop rearranging the furniture and uncovering those hidden kids in your house.
That's crazy.
I know. So I mean,
wow.
So they have
I don't know.
7?
6 now. Yeah,
Six now.
Wow.
Oh, they're up to you, Pat.
6
And
kids.
he's got a couple, you know, the earlier ones.
Oh, yeah.
Pig.
The little pig.
Pig. Yeah, he's got the older ones.
What's her face?
Yeah.
Who's, I think, a model now, isn't she?
Yeah, one of the other ones is married to Bieber. And, you know.
Huh.
Yeah.
So they, I mean,
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So he's got kids from Kim Basinger, from this person, whoever this is.
Hilary Baldwin. Yeah,
I think there's
Hilaria. now.
I think there's
Yes.
it's Spanish, but she's not Spanish, but she is Spanish, or she was, I don't know.
So that's why she has the comments turned off, because everybody's just beating her up, just crushing her. But now the kid just shows up, so everybody wants but hey, just shut the F up. Mind your own business.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
That's him.
Yes, it is.
All right, let me just take a minute and tell you about Brooker's Founding Flavors. Such great ice cream. I think if there's one thing we all agree on, it's that this is the greatest ice cream on this planet.
We can also agree that there should be some
here right now. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a couple of days since we've had Brooker's Founding Flavors ice cream.
The good thing is, though, there's a way to get it.
Yeah, that's true.
Huh?
That's true.
I mean, yes.
Wait.
And there's a way for everybody to get it.
I have to go there, right?
You go to Brooker's Ice Cream. No, you don't have to go to Utah to get it. BrookersIceCream.com is where you can go and click on the Ship Nationwide tab, and you can have it too. It's made with the highest level of creaminess, highest quality ingredients. I'm talking real vanillas from around the world, really good chocolate, things like this. That makes it, pricier than other, like the store-bought stuff, but it's so worth it. I know from having a cookie company now, when you use the best quality ingredients, it shows.
Yes,
You
it
can
does.
taste the difference,
Yes, you
but
can.
it costs more to make it. To give you an example, there were 3 little bottles of real pure vanilla extract sitting out on our counter. I mean, there's 16 ounces. This is 20 ounces, so it's less than this.
And they're like $1 million.
And I said to my wife, "How much are these?" She said $30. I'm like, no, really.
That's cheap.
Seriously, I really want to know.
Yeah.
No, they're over $30 a piece.
Yeah.
This is $90 worth of vanilla extract?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, no, come on, seriously. I'm really curious. They're $90!
You're right.
So, I mean, they use the highest quality ingredients. Their ice cream is also hand-packed, so it's really dense, really delicious. And when you get a pint, it's more like a gallon in the grocery store. It's amazing.
It is.
So when you visit the ice cream parlor there, if you live in Utah or you happen to visit and you go and experience it, it's really fun. You walk into a colonial tavern from 1776 with period decor and everybody in the period clothing, and then you get that great ice cream. It's fantastic. But check out the website, BrookersIceCream.com. They have a ton of amazing flavors, and they can deliver right to your door. BrookersIceCream.com. Click on the Ship Nationwide tab.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
So, you want to go ahead and make your life better and subscribe to Chewing the Fat? That's my daily podcast. Make your life that much better.
Makes it better, huh?
Subscribe to Chewing the Fat. Now, you can subscribe on whatever platform you want to.
Who are you looking at?
The camera.
He's looking at the audience.
They're you.
The entire
I know
audience
you're already a
is
subscriber.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
I can't subscribe enough.
And you get alerted
Well,
when
you can. You only need to subscribe once.
Okay.
All right.
When the new show drops,
So,
then you get alerted.
Then I get the alert. Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, I do. Of course.
So we're all good on
The
Lady
alerts.
Gaga's dog walker. Looks like he's going to make a full recovery.
Well, you know what's weird about that? They said initially he was shot 4 times.
Only once.
He was shot once. Why
And
does that
so
happen all the time?
I don't know. So they've got the dogs back now.
Thank goodness.
They've got the dogs back.
Yeah, that's what I was really concerned with. But are the dogs back?
So one escaped, right? So they got that right away. And some lady said she found the other 2. She found the other 2.
Got $500,000.
So if she now they say it looks as if she wasn't involved in the robbery and the heist. So if that's true, she gets the $500,000 that Gaga put up. She's going to foot the bill for the dog walker's hospital bill, which they're saying is about $100,000. She's going to have to put out a new album. I mean, she's going to need some cash.
Yeah,
she's only worth, $300-400 million.
Yeah.
So,
and you're excited if she puts out a new album because I videoed you dancing and singing along to Lady Gaga last week on Twitter.
Yeah, no doubt, I love her. But they have not caught the criminals yet.
Oh, that's crazy! Really?
I know. They know that they were in a white car. There were 2 of them. One of them shot the guy. All that, but it was just done. Hey, they got the dogs back.
Yeah, good.
Nobody cares. Yeah, they got the dog back. Congratulations to Anja Kallenbach, 33-year-old mother of 2, crowned Miss Germany on Saturday in the revamped contest, which focused on women's conviction and personality rather than her looks. And they ditched the classic swimsuit walk. It's about time.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of the
so tired of
swimsuit contest.
Beauty pageants being about
Sick of
beauty.
it.
Why would you do that? I want a beauty pageant based on personality.
You and me, my friend.
Right?
You and me.
We're simpatico
I am right
on
there.
this.
So this is a personality pageant.
So she was dressed in her black trouser suit.
Trouser suits.
Against
I
the
love them.
Empowering Authentic Women contest. So,
Good.
Congratulations,
All right?
right?
Congratulations to Anya.
Because she wanted to, we're tired of such contests that are sexist and outmoded and reinforce the misogynistic attitudes. I hate them.
Right?
Hate them.
Right?
Finally, a
Don't
real
come to me
beauty
with
contest.
your beauty. I don't care about it.
Right?
All right?
Thank you.
It doesn't matter at all to me.
Thank you. You put on a pantsuit and walk out there.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. In fact, put on a burlap sack and walk out.
That's just full length.
Full-length burlap sack. Yeah, all scratchy and crappy wool. Yeah, wear that.
I don't even want to see your ankles.
And congratulations to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They just announced this year's inductions are going to take place on October 30th. And they announced where it's going to be, where they're going to take it. Last year they had it on HBO.
Okay.
Virtual, but they apparently searched everywhere they could find.
High and low.
And it's going to be in Cleveland. So,
what a
good
stunning surprise.
Good news, yeah, that's going to be right there in Cleveland.
Which is where the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is.
Oh, that worked out.
It did work out. Good, yeah. There's some
Uh-huh.
geniuses at the Hall of Fame, man. Going to bring in a new audience.
Pretty innovative.
Right?
And again, no foreigner nominations.
No.
So they got that going on, too.
They got all
that
kinds
going
of,
for
I
them.
mean, I'm rooting for Jay-Z to get in.
Yeah, right. Hey, did you see the fact that the BBC, such a great news organization. They're
Love the
just,
BBC.
man, they're fantastic.
The
They're
British
British Broadcasting Company. Corporation.
Corporation, yeah.
Corporation.
Y'all are good at this.
Cookie place.
Something
I don't know.
Yeah,
Something.
British Broadcasting Cookies.
Cookies, yeah.
Correct.
Did you see that they got duped into an interview with a fake Cory Booker?
Oh, no.
They thought
That's
they were
awesome.
interviewing Cory Booker, a U.S. senator, and it wasn't him.
That's awesome.
I love it.
It was like a phone or something?
It's a little embarrassing. No,
is
they were. I think it
awesome.
was.
Please tell me it was at least.
I mean, that you saw him.
No.
Yeah, so he was at least on a internet
Video,
link.
yeah.
We have video of this?
Yeah. I don't have the video because they
What are you doing to us?
deleted it immediately after
I'm
it
surprised
ran.
it got out.
Yeah.
Right. Somebody's got to
Well,
have that
somebody.
footage.
I'm looking for it.
They were tweeting them right away.
Somebody's got to
hey,
have that footage.
I think they first became suspicious when the imposters started making sense. Then they were like, wait a minute. You can't be Cory Booker.
Started spewing some conservative knowledge.
When he said something actually factual, they were like, okay, wait. Who are you really?
I thought we were talking to the senator.
But it's weird. They were talking to him about the Khashoggi murder. And people were actually tweeting Cory Booker saying, hey, great interview on the BBC and all that kind of stuff.
Corey's
And
like,
it wasn't
what?
him. Wasn't him. What a world where, I mean, you can even do an interview with a major broadcasting corporation and you're not the guy you say you are.
That is awesome.
Amazing. Just incredible.
Not that I've ever seen that happen in radio before.
No, that's never happened in radio. No.
Ooh.
All right, we got some tweets here from Sir Nasty. I think W actually said it best. Poor tweeters aren't necessarily serial killers. Just because someone is bad at Twitter doesn't mean they're willing to kill.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah, I think he did say that as well. Verge D tweets, Jeffy's new opening song is proof that parenting is the ultimate game of trying to keep a straight face. I don't know what you mean by that.
Right.
Those kids were terrific.
Thank you.
No, if your kids suck, you need to tell them you suck at this, or else they're going to end up on American Idol.
Yeah, right.
Making fools of themselves.
Yes, thinking they're fabulous.
Go find something else that you might be good at, because it ain't this.
mean,
Oh no, here we go. Do you let your kids win too?
You mean what? What do you mean?
Were you supposed to just stand up right then at the concert and say, you suck?
No, but you tell them at home, hey, you're not really good at this. Maybe we try something else.
And I hope hundreds of kids got that talk when they got home, because that was horrible.
Or, hey, how about this? Before the recital, let's practice a little bit.
Let me hear what you got, son.
Even better than what you are right now.
Really?
Yeah, that's how you handle it.
Maybe you call in sick, son.
Right. Maybe the whole class calls in sick.
You're looking a little peaked.
The hippie patriot tweets, my dog always runs from the room when Jeffy's theme song comes on, and she's always bewildered when I'm laughing my head off. Let's see, B. de Bodine. So we'll have enough vaccine for all 300 people to be injected 2 million times now? No, it's 20 million.
20 million.
It's 20 million times per person.
Wow.
300 people can be injected 20 million times. So, yes. In answer to your question, yes, all 300. DMXDM, maybe Abbott decided masks weren't necessary in the new year. See, it's Great New Year.
Great New Year.
Keeps being perpetuated against my will.
Now Jeffy's poisoned too. I see.
So that was the point.
Yes. Right. Amy What's-Her-Face tweets, we're so desperate for real journalism that when journalists ask real questions, we praise them like a toddler learns to go potty. So true.
I know.
It's so true.
I know. Here, let me put a little Cheerio in the bowl for you. It's right there.
We are amazed when anybody asks anything that you have to even give any thought to Jen Psaki, because they don't normally do it. Les White tweets, so everything went to pot approximately 365 days ago. Now let's see what also happened on this date a year ago today. Oh, yeah. Happy Pat Gray New Year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, congratulations to Abbott
that was the whole
Texas.
Point. All right.
I just loved it.
But, I mean, I think all the coverage from Florida and CPAC, Greg Abbott, was that's what got him all wound up, man.
Yep. Yeah, and he already had bad press from Ice Storm.
It might be, because look how DeSantis...
bad press from the Ice Storm and then Florida.
Look how DeSantis is being treated. Look how Kristi Noem is being treated.
Yeah.
Compared to him, nobody's even talking about him anymore because he betrayed us. He betrayed this country.
Yes, he did.
He played on our fear.
I mean, anybody that talked about the great state of Texas is pissed and has been pissed at him for that.
Yeah.
July 2nd.
Sarah... the hostess of the News and Why It Matters,
Sarah Gonzalez,
is just completely done with him.
They're done, man.
I mean, Sarah liked him like we did.
Yeah.
She does not dig him now. And there's a lot of people like that. I think Sarah's just indicative of many Texans who, we do feel betrayed by him. Because
I know.
He played on our fears.
He played on our fears.
He did play on our fears.
Yeah.
He betrayed
and
this
really,
state.
I mean, the state really was open. You know, I mean, it really was. I mean, I'm sorry if there were places that you couldn't go to, but I certainly never saw them.
Well, it's been partially open. Yes, I mean, like the restaurants, you can't go to capacity, but now you can. Bars, have the bars been open? I don't frequent them a lot. So I'm not really sure if they've been open.
Strictly bars? I don't know. I will say one silver lining that's come out of this is...
Gyms have been open.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with masks, you have to wear masks from when you're working out.
That really bothers me on my workouts.
That's why I stopped
I'm working
going.
out so hard, and then
I stopped going.
That extra CO2.
In fact, I was on a great regiment, and then my one 24-hour fitness closed.
Oh, no.
And now I'm out of a gym.
Oh, no.
But there's other gyms. There's other places you can go.
That's the only one.
No, between here and your house.
There's about 800 between your house and mine.
There's not.
Oh, by the way, Chris Cruz has invited all of us over to his house for a mask burning party. Is there a road between your house and Chris Cruz's house?
I don't know. I have not been to Chris Cruz's house.
Okay.
Where does Chris live? Well, let's give the directions to everybody. Let's all go.
If you leave here,
right,
you make a right.
You make a right,
and then you go make another right.
No, you take a left first.
And you get
to
up
get out of here. Which way are you going?
Oh, he's taking 114.
Nah, you turn left.
If you go that way, that's the long way.
Yeah, that's true. Just trying to be a contrarian. Thanks for playing. So you got the alcohol to go now. So you can take alcohol from a restaurant is now like the big thing that came out of this permanently.
that you can take alcohol from a restaurant.
Yeah, like when you can get it to go.
Do I
cup
have to pay
now.
for it?
Oh, you can.
Yeah, it's a refill.
Wait, so you can
Joe
drink and
Boo needs
drive
a
now in
refill.
Texas again? Because that used to be the thing. You could drink and drive in Texas.
You know, that's a great question.
Huh? That's weird, isn't it?
That is. I've not noodled that out.
When I was in Houston, they finally stopped the drink and drive
2001
deal in Texas. And they were pissed.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense. Finally. And all the Texans are calling me, well, what are you talking about there, Pat? If I want to have a brewski on my way
That's
home.
right.
I'll have a brewski on my way home.
A beer.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Okay, but hold on now. So is the crime being inebriated or having alcohol with you? So
Well, it's open container. Right?
Well, what I'm saying is, are we trying to avoid drunk driving, or are we trying to avoid driving with alcohol?
Well, I think both, because if you're driving with alcohol, that could lead to drunk driving.
Could lead.
And the odds are.
Hold your liquor.
The odds are in your
back
favor.
off. Yeah, one drink.
No, I'm all for it. I don't
it.
care. You want to drive
You
drunk?
don't
go
care?
ahead. Nah, you want to drive drunk? Go ahead.
Wait, drive drunk?
No.
That's not what I
We've
said.
put up-
I'm
I didn't
gonna say
say
no.
drive
We
drunk.
put up barriers on the interstate. You hit you move on.
Yeah, I'm going to say no on that.
A lot of people will say that too.
Yeah, I think Mothers Against Drunk Driving, the mad people will say,
they get a little upset.
Yeah, I'm going to say no on
Yeah, they
that.
get a little upset. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I made a joke with one of them at one point. They didn't
Ooh, I bet they didn't like that.
They did not think it
No,
was
they're not
funny.
the people to
They
joke
did
with.
not think it
They
was
are
funny.
not the people to joke with. I guarantee you
No,
that.
they're not. They did not think it was funny at all. It made it even funnier for me.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it did.
It's like you and the bicyclist, right?
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, don't even get me started on that.
Oh, you know, Pete Buttigieg, the Department of Transportation Secretary, he rides the bike share now in D.C., and they caught him, going home on his little rent-a-bike. Look at that. How cute is that, Jeffy? I know you like that shot.
Oh, my God.
Is he riding? He's riding a girl's bike.
Well, he's
not a girl's bike.
They all are
It's
like
a
that.
rideshare
renter
bike.
bikes. Yeah,
Oh.
the renter bikes are all
Oh,
over.
okay.
Look, he's got that backpack over. He's gonna
It's the
fall.
unibikes.
Unibike.
right.
Yeah. I mean,
So is that him currently, or is that from a while ago?
no, it was just yesterday, like 2 days ago.
Really?
Going home from his old transportation secretary job,
That's cute.
heading home.
That is
there.
cute, isn't it?
That's
That
cute. Remember
is
the
cute.
Obama bicycle where he was wearing the mom jeans? The
Oh,
little
that
helmet,
was cute.
The dorky helmet, and he was riding a girl's bike too?
Looked like
Yes,
Urkel.
he was. Yes, he did.
Oh, what about these guys, huh?
Yeah, he's not this.
Miami bike cops. Move back. Move.
It's a well-oiled machine
sure is.
right there.
It sure is.
Move back. Move back.
Don't mess with them.
That's embarrassing.
Do not mess with those people. All right?
And Miami Vice bike cops.
They just as soon kill you as look at you, those people.
Yeah.
So don't mess with them. Do not mess with them.
It's not a ride share.
All right, 888-900-3393. Maybe in Texas we won't have referees missing calls because of mask wearing now. Like just happened. Eastern Washington's kicker kicked a 22-yard field goal.
Watch this.
And watch the referee.
If we can show this one more time,
Watch this.
we'll show it to you and watch the official.
All right.
We're going to show it to you. Don't pay
Show
attention
it to
to where
me.
the ball goes
I know,
because you're not going
Don't pay
to see
attention
it.
to the
Watch
ball goes.
the official.
Okay.
Bottom right corner.
I'm
Watch
willing
the
to.
official.
Indiana not happy. Watch the official.
Wait,
He's
look
not on
at
the
it.
post when the ball is kicked.
He's fixing his
I'm not
mask.
even sure he looked up. Seemed like he was adjusting his mask.
So the kicker made the field goal.
Yes, right down the middle.
Yeah,
The ref
I didn't
missed it
see
because
that
he's messing with his
officially
mask.
look up, but what we do know is that ball didn't hit the upright.
This is
it hit the bottom
quality
of the scoreboard.
broadcasting. Right now,
So
there
it's
is a
just
college
question
football
if the
season
ball
happening.
went in between the uprights or not.
Yeah.
Which
So they're going to
we don't have
review
a
it. They're going to
view
get it
of.
right, Pat. They're going to
But
review
it
this
didn't
call.
It didn't hit the upright.
Here we go.
And we don't. Well, we don't. The two angles.
It stands.
It stands because again, there's
Because the field goal is out of the shot. It's so high. You only got like two cameras when you're Eastern Washington and Idaho.
Yeah.
And it hit the scoreboard after it went through, and then it went off to the side, and Mr. Mask guy was like, huh? Oh, I guess he missed it. Okay, no good.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
But again, that's what happens when you cancel the football season and push it to the spring.
Seriously.
That kind of stupidity.
I
That's
looked
what
at their
goes on.
schedule. They're going to be playing into April.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Yeah. Who won? Did Eastern Washington win?
No, Idaho won by 7. So they would have been, within 4. I don't know what point in the game that happened. But, yeah, it was stupid.
Momentum was changed right there.
Thank you, Jeffy.
But that was just this last weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid. Whole thing's stupid.
The whole thing, the whole mask thing is...
Stinking thing is stupid.
Stupid.
And it needs to stop, if I might be so bold. All right.
They're still going to... They'll still make those guys wear masks.
The refs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Colleges will be the last place.
The whole state mandates and everything and personal responsibility. I mean, that sounds great, but these businesses and corporations and entities,
these football conferences, they'll keep implementing it.
Well, it's worse than that. There are basketball teams, players wearing masks during the game.
And that's just dumb.
I'm telling you,
it's just dumb.
I've said from the beginning there are going to be so many lung issues that people are going to have years from now. By the way, Ami Horowitz, I don't know if we'll play it later. He went man on the street
I like
again.
this, yeah.
I mean, how long do you want to wear masks?
We'll play that next, as a matter of fact. Let me tell you about realestateagentsitrust.com. If you're trying to sell your house, you want to do it quickly. That's the way you get the most money out of it. If you sell it like in a first week or month or first couple of months, then you're so much more likely to get your full price out of it than if it drags on forever. We've told you many times about Glenn's situation in Connecticut, where he had a really nice home. And the prices in Connecticut at that time were really inflated. Now, I've looked since, and they have they come back to earth. Jeez. But anyway, they were very much inflated at the time. But Glenn, because it took 2 years to sell his house, he sold it for $37.98.
Wow.
$37.98.
That's not good.
That's not. It was not.
And the
good.
people I hear,
the
people that moved into Jeffy's neighborhood didn't use realestateagentsitrust.com, or else they would have known ahead of time that Jeffy's in their neighborhood.
That's a good point. Yeah. So you want a realtor who knows the area.
Do your due diligence before you move.
And when you ask your realtor, are there any problems with this neighborhood?
Yeah,
if they don't tell you, Jeff Fisher lives just down the block.
Oh, take us to the next house. Next house,
then
please.
you've got a crappy realtor. They don't tell you that.
I'm not even going to take you to that neighborhood.
Right. If they even take you there, you know they're idiots.
Right.
Not the case at Real Estate Agents I Trust. Go there. The name really says it all. realestateagentsitrust.com. Have they said anything yet?
Nope.
Yeah, they did.
Pat Gray is here.
And now,
Pat Gray.
The best broadcast in mankind's history.
Oh, wow.
I don't think there is one that says that.
There's not?
No.
Used to be.
There is now. There is now.
Let's record those after
Yeah,
the
we
show,
just did
Jeffy.
it. Okay. The greatest broadcast ever done.
Ever.
And now,
Pat Gray. All right, 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. All right, Ami Horowitz just went to
New York, I think.
New York, and asked, okay, how long is too long for the mask wearing thing? How long should we wear masks? Should we wear masks into 3033, for instance? Should that be the case? Here's what happened.
I'm Ami Horowitz, and Joe Biden has been pushing a progressive agenda, but has it been progressive enough for the left?
Uh-oh.
Let's go find out. The president is saying that we should wear masks through 2021, but considering that there are people who are more vulnerable to it, even with the vaccine, do you think we should wear masks through, say, 2023, 2024?
I'd say that this is probably
Yeah.
Should we continue to wear
normal,
masks through 2025?
I think so, because if people need to be protective and stay in their homes and for their own safety.
I think that to take the precautions that we need to prevent this from ever being such a big thing.
Right.
I think that
the specific thing,
if we have to wear a mask in 2025, we just have to wear a mask in 2025.
Just got to wear a mask in 2025.
Everyone.
Every single person.
Right.
Everybody.
I think that it's necessary. I wouldn't be against.
Right?
I wouldn't be
right?
against
25.
Are you with him? Are you with her? I'm with them all.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think 2025 is nearly long enough.
Thank you.
I mean, this disease is going to be with us a long time. They've already told us that. It's going to be the new flu. And so I don't think you ever stop wearing masks.
There you go. Because there's going to be new strains that we have to worry about and concern ourselves with.
Yeah.
If it's 2047,
2047.
you're wearing masks. You're still wearing a mask.
I feel like there's hate in your heart now because I think a few minutes ago you said 3033. And so now you're pulling back quite a bit.
Yeah, well.
No, there's hope.
Yes. I'm hopeful.
You're saying revisit it at 2047.
Maybe at some point in the next 1,000 years, for instance. They come up with new technology that eliminates the virus thing.
See, here's
maybe in 2033 or 3033 we won't have to anymore.
Well, there's his hope then.
There is hope.
So if you have a Democrat in power, then they're just going to squash you under their thumb.
Yes.
If you have a Republican in power, then they're going to squash you under your thumb so that they can get a Democrat into power.
So cute that you think there's going to be Republicans.
I know, right?
It's so cute. That's a cute little thing.
Adorably naive, wasn't it? It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean,
so innocent, that Keith Mellon act.
We've seen our last Republican president. That D stands for Democrat.
Hey, not according to Donald John Trump the other day.
I know.
He's coming back, baby.
I know.
He's thinking about it.
He's more than thinking about it.
Yeah, it's done.
It's a done deal. I think it's a done deal. He comes storming back in 2020.
You don't think he want to make some money?
It's because he's already said we got to do the 2022. We got to turn things around, and that'll be a big marking point if he turns things around for the 2022 elections. That means that he's strong and he'll jump in hard. Yeah.
So if Republicans have it handed to him, which the Senate does not line up nicely for them, you think then he does not run?
Yeah. Probably. Then he's like, ooh, man, look at him.
Look at the time.
I got to get to
Look
the
at the time. I got to
course.
make some money.
So I have two questions. I have two quick questions for you, gentlemen. Number one, I think it's a foregone conclusion, correct me if I'm wrong, that he wins the nomination for the Republicans.
For sure.
He wants it.
Do you think he wins in 2024? Obviously, we don't know who he's running against. Probably Kamala Harris at that point. No joking. Do you think that he wins? Grover Cleveland style?
Yes, I think so. Unless, and this could well be, the country is so much different than, that's definitely possible. The country is so much different than it presently is, and where their Marxist agenda doesn't matter to the American people anymore. If that's the case, then they just keep winning.
Yep.
Well,
and they're laying that groundwork right now, my friend.
Yep.
Gosh, absolutely. But I mean, honestly, the country is going to be in such shambles after the Biden-Harris administration has 4 years on it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if Trump were to win, or whatever Republican, they're going to inherit so much garbage. I hate to say this,
but it's not going to be that much garbage because we'll have won in 2022. And things will be starting to turn around.
Oh, that's good.
So that we'll have the House,
we could block some of
we'll
this
have the
stuff.
Senate, and we'll have the White House, and we'll have the Supreme Court. We'll have everything, and we can definitely move in and make some changes.
I love
and go forward because there's never been a time when that's happened.
I do believe in fairies. I do believe in fairies. I do believe in fairies. That's really good, Jeffy.
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
All right, 888-900-3393. Let me tell you about Gabby Insurance. We're all looking for ways to save money, right? Especially now. How would you like to keep an extra $961 in your pocket? That's how much Gabby customers save per year on average on car and home insurance.
Nice.
That's why when I was shopping for insurance, I used Gabby. It's really easy to do. You just go there, and then you upload your information.
Oh, wow.
And then they find you the best deal.
They'll give you the best
Look
deal.
at that. I love how easy that is. They were just demonstrating on the app there.
Super easy.
Just answer a few questions and boom, here are your rates.
There's really no reason not to. You could save on average, again, $961, which would be nice to have in your pocket. Now, if they can't find you the savings like they did me, then you can relax knowing that you have the best rate you can possibly have.
Yeah, you gotta know. Make sure that you know.
Right. So you're probably overpaying on car and home insurance, though. See how much Gabby can save you. It's totally free to check out. There's no obligation. Go to Gabby.com/unleashed. GABI.com/unleashed. Gabby.com/unleashed. Rock and roll.
I'd make a break my hip joke, but that's not funny for me.
Right, because you already broke your hip. 44 years old, he broke his hip.
I mean, I
so weird.
tore a...
Whatever, same thing.
Yeah,
same
whatever.
thing. Don't bother us with details.
Yes, sir.
How's it feeling, by the way? Is your infection gone?
Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm getting there.
All
You going to
right.
be back out on the golf course soon? Or?
No, because the elbow hurts when I play golf.
Man,
I am falling apart.
Wow.
I'm getting there though. I'm physical therapy is a wonder. I will say that.
can you play piano yet?
Oh, out here for sure. I'll do a
All right. Show us
concert
afterwards.
later. Yeah, after, long after.
All right. We got some tweets here. A beautiful, stable genius tweeted, sorry, there's no way he'll run in 2024. He's trolling, and I love it. He'll remain in politics and continue to hold rallies for whoever he chooses to back.
That's possible, right?
That
That's
is
possible.
possible.
Then he doesn't have to be president, and he can say, hey, vote for Junior. Right?
Yeah,
Throw
he could.
Junior out there,
Yeah.
which would be great.
I think it drives him nuts that he didn't. He says he
absolutely
won,
does.
but he didn't really win.
Yes, he did.
If he did, he's not in the office. Let's just put it
No,
that
he's
way.
not. No, he's not.
That's a
He-
good way to say
that
it.
Drives him crazy.
Absolutely,
Not in
it
office.
does.
And so he may want. I think he wants to come back and prove
I do too.
again.
That's why I think he will, because there's an argument both ways, but it drives him insane.
There's no question about it.
And
Because he only wins,
right.
except for the bankruptcies where he lost. But he only wins.
That was all part of business.
Yes.
It was on purpose.
Jeffy's 18 Spoons tweets, imagine a second Trump presidency with 4 years to recharge, especially after what they put him through. I believe he'd be even bolder and less restrained than before, which would be something to be like.
I hope so.
Oh, man.
I hope so. He should have done a lot more to the swamp than he did, that's for sure.
Yeah. From night squats, 15 days to flatten your spirit. Yeah. Bovine scatology, Pat. Perhaps after Beijing Biden cures cancer, the lemmings can stop wearing masks. No, not until the virus is completely eliminated from the face of the earth. Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay, we can't. It can't happen. By the way, Keith, I might be so bold as to ask,
What?
how dare you wear a Coastal Carolina Chanticleers T-shirt around me? What are you doing?
I don't know. It's hot.
What are you freaking doing?
You weren't
Why would
supposed-
you wear a Coastal Carolinas
I know.
T-shirt? Why? Why would you do
I mean,
that?
that's like a slap in the face.
It's a hard slap in
You
the
weren't
face.
supposed to see it. Unfortunately, I'm looking at an air conditioner that is not on currently because it never comes on. It got hot in here, so I took it off. I apologize.
Why would you put it on to begin with?
Thank you.
Am I right?
You are right. Because you wearing it.
Okay,
you
no.
wearing
Is this
it.
better? This
Whether
better?
he sees
Got my
it or
BYU
not.
hat
No,
on
it
now.
doesn't even make sense.
And they clash. The colors.
Yeah,
the
they
blue
do.
and
Big time. The
teal.
royal blue with the teal doesn't work.
Flash, all right.
Does not
Yeah,
work.
but I will be
Gosh,
wearing this about 2 months from now if Zach Wilson is drafted by the Atlanta Falcons, which very well could happen.
Oh, yeah. That very well could
Then
happen.
you could root for the Falcons with me. Would you come? We could pave a road from your house to mine. Come over and watch the Falcons games.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Wouldn't it be fun? Wouldn't it be great?
Wouldn't that be fun?
So let's just get that
Man.
road. I'm sure it's
It'd
in
be
that
great.
1.9 trillion
Oh,
package,
man.
right?
Sure it is.
You guys could both wear
Sure
your
it
Easter
is.
Carolina T-shirts and watch the Falcons.
Right.
Coastal Carolina.
Sure.
Whatever.
Eastern.
All right.
Pirates.
You know that Barack Obama and Bruce Springsteen have a new podcast
Oh,
together,
we
right?
do. Yeah.
Have you been loving it?
Oh,
Did you get the notification? Like you get the Chewing the Fat notification, the
Right.
At the Mic notification, and the Renegades notification, right?
sure.
When something new drops?
Oh, yes. Yes. And is it ever good?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Anything with Barack Obama.
You know it's going to be quality, no matter what he does. And when he's doing it with Bruce Springsteen, you can imagine.
It's twice the quality.
Oh, at least twice.
Yes.
Maybe even more than that.
Yeah, definitely.
So we thought we'd share some of it with you. He told an interesting story the other day. Our former president did to Bruce Springsteen. They're just sitting around, chewing the fat, essentially.
Yeah, essentially.
Essentially, that's what they're doing. And here's the story Barack told.
When I was in school, I had a friend. We played basketball together.
Right.
And one time we got in a fight, and he called me a coon.
Oh,
What?
Now, first of all,
Get out of here.
ain't no coons in Hawaii, right? So, it's one of those things where He might not even know what a coon was. What he knew was, I can hurt you by saying this.
Yeah. Pause it for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, anybody believing somebody called him that?
No.
I'm sorry.
You can tell it's made up just by his. We've learned. We've been conditioned 8 years of this loser.
Yeah.
When he's talking like all loose, like Obama Jr. was born.
Yeah, he's
lying.
making it up.
No way.
There's no way we would have seen that in dreams from my father.
This story, there's no way
on
this
the campaign
story,
trail.
Yes.
As he goes on here, he talks more, gets more in depth about this story, and there's
I think
no
it's
way
baloney
that
Let's
this
hear.
story happened and we haven't heard it before. No way.
Him in the face and broke his nose.
Oh,
okay.
No way.
We got to back that up a little bit.
Because there's no way that's true.
No way.
No way. If that happened and we haven't heard it before, no way.
I've seen
And
this
I
man
don't
throw a
believe it.
baseball.
I
No way
don't
can he throw a
believe it.
punch.
No way. Barack Obama threw a punch and broke a guy's nose
In high school.
Get out of here.
In high school.
Let's hear that again.
Right, so it's one of those things where he might not even know what a coon was. What he knew was, I can hurt you by saying this.
Yeah.
And I remember I popped him in the face and broke his nose.
Get out of here.
I want
We were
that
in the
guy to
locker
come
room.
forward.
Well done. And suddenly blood's
Well
pouring
done.
down.
Blood's pouring.
And it was just reactive. I said, what? And I popped him. And he said, why'd you do that? And I explained to him, I said,
did you?
Don't you ever call me something like that.
And then,
wow, that's big. And then transition time.
And then the transition to Bruce playing the guitar. It's awesome.
What it comes down to is
what it comes
an
down to
assertion
is
of status over the other.
Status.
The claim is made that no matter what I am,
right, sure.
I may be poor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I may be ignorant.
Or a communist.
I may be mean.
You may be,
I may be
a Marxist.
I may not like myself.
Oh, join the
I
club.
may be unhappy.
Yeah, we don't like you either.
Exactly.
But you know what I'm not?
You're in good company.
I'm not you.
You're not.
And
that's genius.
Okay.
That's
Wow, that's
genius.
powerful.
basic psychology
Somebody had to
that
edit
then
this.
gets institutionalized, is used to justify dehumanizing somebody, taking advantage of them, cheating them, stealing from them, killing them,
should have been buying,
raping them, whatever it is.
Well,
At the end of the
Uriah Heep
day,
there for you.
really comes down to that.
Thanks for calling.
And
We'll
in
try to
some
get it on for
cases,
you.
it's as simple as,
No, I don't.
I'm scared I'm insignificant and not important.
Wow, that's
And
powerful.
This thing is the thing
I
that's going to
mean,
give me
if you
some
don't want to
importance.
listen to this podcast
I
after
don't
this.
want to listen to this podcast after this.
Yes.
Yeah, he's still talking.
Oh,
And
He's
Bruce
still-
is still strumming.
What a weird.
And I want to quote Bruce here during this podcast 1, 2, 3, at least 3 times. Maybe I think it was more. Yeah.
Also, there was right.
Right. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. There was yeah.
Yeah.
And there was right.
And then it was yeah, laughs, groans, laughs, right, yeah.
Yeah. Guitar strum.
Somebody actually transcribed this for Spotify. And alternate theory on
man.
this punching thing. It may have actually happened just as he said, except for one small detail. The guy may have called him a capitalist.
Might have,
And
that's
that
when he
that
popped
would
him.
have drawn the ire
That's
out
when he
of
popped him.
Barack Obama.
Yeah, I popped him in the face
That's
when he
when
called
Barack
me a
Obama
capitalist.
Jr. was born. There's no way this.
I think that's total
don't
and
believe
complete
it.
garbage.
No, absolutely. This is a completely made up story to look like he's more of a male figure of popping somebody in the nose.
And it's the whole people are racist.
Yes.
And he had a racist friend
Yes,
in school.
and he's the calming
Okay, come
figure
on.
after he punched him in the nose and made him bleed. And I said, I was not here.
We wouldn't have heard
Shut up. There's
before now.
no way.
If Barack Obama had broken somebody's nose in high
Right.
school, shut up.
No way. And called him that.
Yes.
Called him that.
Yeah,
no
come
way.
on.
We have not heard that before. Not a chance.
Ridiculous.
Not a chance. This story's true.
Now he said there's none in Hawaii. Is he talking about raccoons? Raccoons? Is that what he's talking about?
Yes.
Are there really no raccoons in Hawaii?
Probably.
Is that a true thing?
I don't know. Unless you're maybe at the zoo.
I didn't know that. I wish there were no raccoons here either because they cause trouble a lot.
You had trouble with a raccoon?
Yeah, I have
Oh,
trouble
yeah.
with
Oh, tell
raccoons
us. What
all
did
the
they get in
time.
your
The
garbage? or
families of
something?
raccoons
they
do
do.
some damage, man.
They get into the garbage.
So how
and-
did you defeat them?
Well, we also have coyotes in our neighborhood, and they eat the raccoons.
Yes, they do.
So it's
raccoons get big and strong, and they don't care, man.
They don't care.
I mean, you get the whole family of raccoons, and everybody they'll knock over trash cans. They'll come into your attic. They'll get into your house, and you go after them, and they stand there with their cigarette and look at you like, "Bring it!" They're like, "Bring it!" What you got? What you got?
They do have the creepy little human hands. I can see them out back smoking.
I mean, there's some cities that have had to change the tops of their trash cans because the raccoons are taking over because they're just sitting there.
That is true.
What you got for me? Bring it.
Exactly. And if they're rabid, then they show up in the daytime because they're nocturnal, and so if they're wandering around during the day.
Yeah, those are the ones
something
that
wrong with them.
Cigarettes, though, they're just
they
crazy.
don't smoke cigarettes. No, they just foam with the mouth and stuff. It's not cool.
Those are the ones living with their moms.
All right, let me tell you about Built Bar. These are so fantastic. If you haven't tried them yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. What does it take here? These are super healthy for you. There's only 110 to 160 calories or so, 16 to 20 grams of protein. These are protein bars that taste like candy bars.
I told you the peanut butter is my favorite, but I tried the toffee.
Awesome.
I tried
toffee's
toffee
good.
Was excellent yesterday as well.
Toffee's good, and I like the coconut too.
Every time I try one, I think it's better than the last.
Your favorite,
and it's your new favorite. I mean, it's just they've got so many great flavors. And the thing is, they don't taste like chemicals, like you're eating something that's created by Dow. They're really good, and unlike the protein bars you've had in the past, they either taste like cardboard, chalk, or like they were manufactured by Dow Chemical, and they have that horrid aftertaste. This is not the case with these Built Bars. They're delicious. You're gonna love them. Don't give up on your resolution to eat better. Built Bar can help you do it. Go to BuiltBar.com. Use the promo code PAT20. You'll get 20% off your next order. Promo code PAT20 to get 20% off at BuiltBar.com.
Pat Gray, Unleashed.
Oh, wow. We got this from Pathead Jason Kirkpatrick. Perhaps the math teacher hasn't heard about COVID-19 in America. Our teachers and the teachers' unions are telling us that showing dedication to your students is dangerous right now.
Yeah, so we've got stories all over America where teachers don't want to go back, and
they're
unions
scared because of COVID-19.
Absolutely, stay away. And meanwhile,
look
what
at this
this
guy.
is, in Africa, a road was flooded out, and this math teacher trotted through a flooded road, made it all the way to this school on foot. Look at that dedication.
To get to school so he could be there live for the kids.
Teach the kids.
That's
amazing.
great. There's several stories like that where a lot of the teachers even just go to, because of this, they just go to the students' homes and go around to different homes and teach. So they just show up during the day and they spend an hour with Billy, and then they move on and go to the next house. And that's incrable.
Yeah.
I mean, it really
not
is.
with COVID-19. Not here in America.
No, not here in America.
And this guy's trudging through floodwaters.
Right.
Where he could be contracting malaria. You got Ebola. You've got rebels, terrorist rebel leaders. You've got tsetse flies. Who knows? You got all alligators could be in this water.
Right.
And he's still going to school.
For all of the insanity and all the risks that you just listed on the continent of Africa, we've heard virtually nothing about COVID-19 there. I wonder why that is. Could it be that there's no political gain in scaring people there over COVID-19?
Jeez. Yes, it could be that. Yes, it could be that.
Things that make you go, huh.
Right.
You want to talk about your tablet that you just knocked over?
No, I don't. I'm really bothered by it because I just got a new one.
It's not cracked, is it?
I hope not.
Oh, no.
I don't want to look right now.
Oh, no.
It'll ruin the last 10 minutes of the show.
Or it could make you happy. Look at the bright side.
All right. So Berkeley Unified Union President Matt Meyer.
Yeah, teachers union president. Yeah,
who's led efforts keeping Berkeley schools closed for nearly a year
because of floodwaters or tsetse flies.
No,
or
it's COVID-19 where you might get a cold or flu symptoms.
Okay.
Now I will say 0.05% have died from this.
Yeah,
I was close.
Yeah,
but. Yeah. But he was caught dropping off his... Check out this video.
Yeah, watch this.
So he's dropping off his daughter at a private in-person school.
So look how all the schools in Berkeley are empty.
They're closed because of this guy who has fought for this to happen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
but wait, whoa.
They blurred out his daughter.
Poor thing.
He's taking a blur to the school.
Yes,
taking a blur by the hand.
He's got an interesting hairdo, too, for a union
Look, and he's wearing a union shirt. So it's like... Hello, look at me.
Look for the union label.
And what was he doing? He was taking his daughter to a private school while the Berkeley schools were closed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
great.
Everywhere. And by the way, Gavin Newsom, who tweeted out yesterday, what was it? Absolutely reckless or totally reckless about Abbott.
Abbott, yeah.
Dude, shut up. Yeah. You have Shut up. You're the biggest hypocrite going to restaurants as recently as this past weekend while the rest of your state is closed.
I know.
You suck. Gavin Newsom, sit this one out, dude.
How dare you?
I will say that you can count on, they're already the county judges that are losing their power now. I mean, they are in trouble, man. Their power has gone away. My homeboy here from Dallas County, Clay Jenkins, is already all about being dangerous.
The way they're getting around it, correct me if I'm wrong, in Dallas County is they are lowering the number of beds available in the hospital so that they can still reach that 15% threshold. Come on. Stop it.
Seriously?
Stop it, stop it, stop it!
Oh, my God.
It's all about control. Stop it.
Holy cow. All right.
I know.
These people.
I know.
It's just despicable. It's absolutely despicable. In Florida, a woman is suing the town of Lantana, Florida. Do you know where that is? Having lived in Florida?
Is it near the coast?
I don't know.
Everything in Florida is near the coast.
Yeah, thank you. It's a peninsula.
This woman is suing the town of Lantana, Florida, because she was hit with more than $165,000 fines because of the way she parked in her driveway. It's a little excessive, it seems like.
How is this story not out of the Northeast or California?
I don't know.
What in the world?
Sandy Martinez and the Institute for Justice announced the lawsuit at a news conference, notifying the public that Martinez had been slapped with over a year's worth of daily fines for the minor offense of parking her car because it was partially parked on her grass. Because there's 4 drivers that live at her house. So she lives there, her 2 adult children, and I think her mom all live at this house. And they only have this little carport to park their car in. And so they've got to jam these 4 cars into this small space. And so her car, apparently, when she parks it, is partially on the grass, on the lawn, which is against a city ordinance. So they started fining her $250 a day for 407 days. Now, after she got the notice, she called and she said, "Hey, could you have an inspector come out and look at where we're parking and why we're parking this way,
Right.
and maybe we could have an exception here?" They never got back to her, and she called multiple times. So she gave up, thinking, "Okay, maybe they just forgot about it." Nope, she just got a bill for $165,000.
Well, I mean, look, they can, as I've told several phone callers that have called me, by mistake, of course. You can say that I owe you whatever you want. I'm not paying it.
Right. Yeah. And what I don't understand...
Okay, your made up figure up in the air here. You can say whatever it is.
Yes.
I'm not paying it.
Let me give you the perspective of someone who grew up in the South and whose next door neighbor my entire childhood literally parked in their front yard. That's where they parked every day. That's just the South, Florida.
I know.
Yeah,
it does seem like it.
Surprising, right? It's surprising, like somebody didn't come and say, put down some bricks or something, so it's not the yard. Your tire is hitting the bricks or something next to the, buy a couple of concrete squares and put them next to the driveway. Now it's part of the driveway, right?
Or just put a couple of pink flamingos out there, so you let them know this is just a South thing, all right?
Right.
And we got the washer dryer out on the front porch.
I mean,
so leave us alone.
It's convenient. I mean, I'll say that, and you can just air dry out there easily. Okay, this is
crazy
bull crap. I mean, back off. It's her grass. Mm-hmm. It's her yard.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's
it's not in the street.
The city has
their ordinances.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Lantana, you suck.
Her lawyer has said the government doesn't have the power. I think this is really a strong argument. Doesn't have the power to impose the financial death penalty for trivial violations. He called it's cruel and unusual, and it's unconstitutional.
Good. I like that.
Yeah. And so hopefully she'll win this battle. But so far, the city has been sticking to their guns. They initially, when this first started, they said, well, okay, we'll reduce the fine to $25,000. No. How about no?
Wow.
We're not paying $25,000 either because we parked on our lawn.
It's a made up amount of money.
It is.
And you thinking that you have this money, it's just made up.
Right.
So I'm not paying it. Maybe you didn't make myself clear.
How about if I give you $10? I'll give you $10. If we can settle on that, you can have $10 for the fine.
Penny.
I'm not giving
so
him
ridiculous.
Nothing. No, so I'm not paying. No.
Well, you're a rebel. You won't even give him the $10?
No.
Okay.
No, I had to buy some bricks and extend my driveway. You kidding me?
Seriously.
I wonder if that would have worked.
I mean,
because it does say you have to park on some sort of pavement,
right,
some concrete or whatever. If she would have paved over it or used bricks or whatever, that would have been an interesting solution to see if it would have worked. She didn't obviously.
There's a fix to your ordinance.
Honestly, if she had just popped the hood every day, and they would have left her alone.
Right.
Yeah, we're working on the car. Back
I'm working
off.
on it.
I mean, this is South, man.
Yeah. I'm not parked here. I'm abandoning it.
Yeah. it's a project in progress.
Right.
Or just put a for sale sign on it. Maybe that'll work.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've come up with some great problem solving.
Shame on her for not thinking of any of these. You know what?
She owns it.
Butt.
You know what? That's right.
$165,000.
Or throw her butt in jail.
I'd like
She
to know
can't
what
think
the
out of the
ordinance
box.
is. She's got how many people she can have living at her house at one time.
Right. It sounds like it's
there's
crowded.
an ordinance there. There's too many cars parked out there.
Speaking of which, did you see the accident that the Explorer got into? Killed 13
people out of
13 immigrants.
27 that were in the vehicle?
There were 27 people in an SUV, and it got hit by
and this was
a semi,
like a coyote or something.
Yeah,
trafficking.
They took out all the seats.
It wasn't a clown car.
No, but they took out all the seats and then put 27 people in a Ford Explorer. Ooh. I mean, these people should
Biden. I hate to say it like this. I mean, there's blood on his hands. He advertised, "Come on over, let's go. You got 100 days, go." Yes,
that is in large part due to what Biden is doing in his administration. 888-900-3393. All right, we will see you again tomorrow, bright and early, on Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.